Today we're going to be talking about the topic that we touched on yesterday, Bill 148. Is it Bill 140 hate or Bill 140 great?
For real.
We're going to talk about the minimum wage increase. We've got a little demonstration for you guys. We're going to talk about Donald Trump. We're going to talk about Japan. We got lots of good stuff on the agenda for today.
All the stuff that people don't want to talk about. As much as you hate Donald Trump, as a business owner and somebody that's looking out for the actual economy and people having jobs and being able to pay people more money, that is the thing that makes perception reality, because people hate him because of what they perceive him to be.
Yeah.
And all the crazy tweets but just like that statistic that we just looked at, if people aren't watching you because they hate you, you don't even have the right audience.
Yeah, absolutely.
So just to jump right into it, where we left off yesterday, listen, I think that people don't understand the difference between government. So this is the government right here over here. This is the business owner, and this is the employee. Now, if you look at the government, the business owner and the employee, they're similar. They're pretty much the same person. Anybody who's created a business and employs people has probably one time or two been an employee, and kind of understands what the needs of the people are.
Definitely.
Now, this life box just represents what life has to offer, and in life there's diamonds and pearls, and we'll use those to represent advantages, and in life there's also BS that happens, like lumps of coal. So that's what we will use as a representation for that. So just to jump right into it, let's talk about, I'll go right into business owners, okay? And I'm going to go into the advantages, because I want to tell people what the actual advantages that I know of being a business owner are. And I'm going to take these diamonds and pearls, and I'm going to drop them into the business owner's life to let you see what the advantage of being a business owner. So, I'll drop in two for everything. For fulfillment of accomplishment, and we talked about this yesterday, fulfillment of accomplishment is something that, you can't even really gauge. It's all payments aren't monetary, and to live a life that is fulfilling and to feel accomplishment, I don't think that's something that money can buy.
No, definitely. Well, 100% of the time, actually.
Yeah.
Having a fulfilled career and a fulfilled life.
Yeah.
That's how you're really going to be happy. It's not,
and a lot of the
all
time,
about the money.
And a lot of the time it has nothing to do with money.
No,
like a lot of the times people will sacrifice the money that they're making if what they're doing is actually fulfilling them.
Yeah.
People that are going over to Africa and feeding the kids, and the people that are going to work on the water supplies over there and whatnot, a lot of the times they're spending the money that they're making out of their jobs to go over there and fulfill what they feel like their life's duty is. Yeah. Helping bring jobs into the community. I'll drop another two into that. And along those lines of fulfillment, I think that's another thing that it does. Being able to actually help people. I love that, man. That's why we drop all those things every day where we're like, how many people can we help? Who wants to lose weight? Who wants to make more money? I don't think there's much that I could actually say that feels better than actually being able to do that.
No.
So that's something that I actually absolutely love, and I know Chris loves that too. If successful, making a good living for your family.
Yeah.
Listen, two more for that. Again, that's something that, some payments are monetary, but to also mix that in with, being able to actually provide for your family, I don't think that, that's something that money can and cannot buy, okay? Yeah. Helping people just in general. Drop another two, a diamond and a pearl in for that. Yeah. Because, again, helping people is something that fills your spirit's bank. Mm-hmm. I don't think that for me, there's not too much that can actually compare to helping people. Every once in a while, I'll get a question, or somebody will inbox me, or somebody will ask me for some help, and I find myself talking to that person for 10, 15, 20 minutes when I don't even have that time, but it just really, really feels good to help people. Yeah. And then the last but not least that we have on this list today is leaving a legacy. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what that, to me that means, just being able to leave your mark and people to always know what you did while you were here on planet Earth before you come back as a fish or a dog or a donkey or a duck in the next age, and you don't even know what you were, but you see signs of who you were once before. What does that mean for you, leaving a legacy? What does that mean for you?
I think either way you're going to leave a legacy.
Yeah, you're right.
People are going to remember you for the things that you did. So leaving a positive legacy and leaving a legacy of being helpful and having a fulfilled life and just serving others, I think gives the best sense of fulfillment.
It really does,
and can really get you through those tough times.
Okay, so let's go to the disadvantages of a business owner, and then go to the responsibilities. And I'm going to use Cole for both of those. I'm going to use Cole for both of those scenarios, just because I feel like people don't really realize what a business owner actually has to do. So one of the disadvantages, no paid vacation, okay? I'm never going on a vacation that I don't have to pay for myself and still worry about the business if I do go on a vacation. Which goes to my next point, which is no paid or sick days in general. There just isn't any. Even if I'm sick, I still got to come to work and just stay in my little corner in my company and hope I don't get my employees sick, because if they get sick, I still got to pay them even if they leave.
Even if they don't call in.
Even if they don't call in. There is no shift. I don't work a shift. I work 24/7, okay? Carrying the stress of making sure that your employees are well taken care of. If you're a good business owner with integrity, you kind of worry about making sure that your employees are well taken care of, mentally, physically, spiritually, everything, okay? Carrying the stress of making sure that your customers are being well taken care of. Talk about that, because I know yesterday you hit that one right on the head. Like, I mean, dude, you think about it. The bigger you get, the more customers you got.
Absolutely. If you taking a gym, for example, if you have 10,000 members, you have to take care of every one of those people. Now let's say 20% of them have an issue, right? That's a lot. Which is
usually about the percentage.
That's a lot of problems.
No matter how much
resting on your
doing.
shoulders.
It is.
And even looking at it from let's say an employee's perspective, when I was an employee, most of the time I would just, if somebody had a big problem that I didn't feel like dealing with, I would just be like, you can talk to the manager.
Exactly. Or the owner, and I just give you that, exactly.
And that's it.
So that you're always passing those problems on to me. So it's like, it is what it is. That's what's going to happen. Carrying the stress of making sure, no pension, okay? So, I mean, that's something that we could talk about for 2 hours, but we're just not going to spend that much time on it. But there's no pension, no 401k. All the money extra money that you might be making, if you do, the government's taking. So, that's just a totally different. If you knew how much tax money we actually paid to pay people, you would be pissed. Okay? No unemployment insurance. I don't get to be an employee of my establishment. And we're going to take care of some things in the next upcoming month for training staff and things like that. And even the government programs they have in place, they're like, if you, the actual owner, want to be trained and certified in these things, you got to pay. We're not going to help you. We're going to help your people, but we will not help you, owner. What the hell? No WSIB coverage, but a whole lot spent on it. No insurance coverage. Listen, guys, there's no insurance for the business owner, okay? He pays insurance policies up the yin-yang, wazoo, whatever you want to call it, but he has none himself. There's no extra health coverage. There's no extra dental coverage. If we want that, we got to pay for that, okay? Multiple taxes, multiple fees. I hope you guys are seeing the trend of what's happening right here. My cup almost runneth over with stress. What's the point that we're at? Unforeseen problems. I'll throw 3 into that, because every day there is unforeseen problems that dude, unforeseen problems.
Absolutely.
I mean, today.
Those are the best types of problems.
Like, you just don't. It's the passion that you're running off of that actually allows you to keep pushing through those unforeseen problems.
And the understanding and awareness that problems are
inevitable.
And they're room for growth.
Exactly.
Problems are there for a reason.
Because people look at problems like problems, and I think the entrepreneurial mindset is that problems are actually the ability
to get better.
And it's an opportunity. Okay, so let's just talk about some of the typical business owner responsibilities. Gas and hydro, internet, cable. And like, you talk about cable and internet, and especially in the gym business, it's like people are like, this Wi-Fi isn't free. Okay, telephone. Okay, and if it ain't free, you got 20%, 25% of people pissed, and you got to make sure that they're happy. What else do we got? We got, okay, after class, well, thank you. Everybody's helping us out. Register for an invite. Okay, come on in, guys. What else we got? Okay, we got cell phone, business cell phone. We got water. We got wage taxes. I don't think I have much more room for these problems. Municipal taxes. Well, I think I named about 2 different taxes already. Let's keep on going. HST taxes. Let's talk about income taxes. Okay, man, am I still talking about taxes? Property taxes. WSIB insurance. Property insurance. What else do we got here? Security. Okay, what else do we got here? Employee wages. I don't think we have much more room. I know there's diamonds and pearls here somewhere. My fulfillment is somewhere here in this life, but at this point, being a business owner has left me with a lot of responsibilities. So I think I left out on security. No, employee wages. Then I have accounting because my accountant's got to get paid.
Yep.
Then I got employee benefits because my employees need benefits, and we got to work that out. Even though some of the and that you got to understand why some of the companies are like, listen, man, we can't afford this. They're like, but you made $90 billion last year. But I paid $80 billion in taxes and $5 billion in employee wages.
Yeah. I
have $5 billion left. I got to take care of my whole entire family. Like, people don't really get it.
No.
And then you got CEOs, COOs, CFOs. I mean, that's UFOs. Employee wages, accounting, employee benefits, employee pension. Then you got equipment maintenance. What else do you got? You got uniforms. You got custodial responsibilities, customer care. I don't know if I'm going to make it all the way through without spilling over. Staff training, continued training.
Oops, there we go.
I mean, you know what I mean? Systems. I mean, I don't have any more room to put anything else in there, but those are a few of the business responsibilities that people aren't really accounting for. They don't really understand. They think that we're doing this, like, we look at this minimum wage increase as something that we're doing, but we're looking at it like there could have been such better methods that they could have possibly taken to get us here.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, what do you think about that? The methodology.
I think well, it goes back to, I don't want to steal your analogy. I'll let you say that one.
Yeah.
But
no, I don't care.
Let's take for example Japan. Let's get into that really quickly.
Yeah.
They just they're releasing a new bill early in the new year that's going to increase minimum wage. It's going to basically give corporations a 5% tax rate from 30% to 25%.
Yep.
Only
which
if
30% is high.
It is high. Yeah, it's very high. Only if they raise minimum wage by 3%.
Yeah.
So, and now this is a steady increase as well. Last year they raised it by 2.11%.
Okay.
And they plan on increasing it incrementally over the next few years to keep the economy.
Which takes a lot of stress off of us in general, just so it's not like, boom, here it is, like a Mike Tyson right hand. Like, here it is. Pay your whole entire establishment, even if you have 50 stores across Ontario.
Yeah.
This increase, which is really not hire me, I'm motivated and I want to help people. We want to hire you, but they might make us pay more money just to hire more people. Okay, so purely a question out of curiosity, but prior to this increase in minimum wage, how many small to medium-sized business owners out there already paid their employees a wage above the minimum, even if only slightly? The announcement has only given the bigger business another excuse to drive our sweat and tears up our ass. Another great show, guys. Thank you. No, it's not off topic. It's not off topic.
And that's a really good point.
Because
I was having a conversation last night as well.
Yeah.
This guy worked at a company, and he's been there for 3 years.
Yep.
And he's worked his ass off to get a raise.
Yep.
But now all part-time employees coming in have to get the same
amount of money that he's been busting his ass to just get.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
It's not fair.
It's really not. But I mean, that even goes to show you that nothing's fair, and it's not even gonna be. I mean, we have employees here that we were already paying above minimum, and now it means nothing.
Yeah, now it's
and it's like, that's just stupid. Like, I can't say personally that I feel good about it. I'm not necessarily happy about it, but what can we do when the government is making the choice for us and we haven't voted or given ourselves the proper knowledge to even know who we should call when things like this are even going on? So, okay, so this is pretty much, you see those that coal right there that you see the majority of is the responsibilities of a business owner, okay? And then down there buried now is all of the fulfillment, the joy that it would bring to actually own a business. And even if you're a successful business owner, you still have all that responsibility versus all of that fulfillment and helping bring jobs to the community, and nobody even cares about you actually doing that, okay?
It only gets harder.
It only gets harder. And the more businesses you own, and listen, I just want to throw this out there, and it's a little bit off topic, but not every employee is going to be a good employee.
No.
So people don't really understand how hard it is to actually get somebody that's dedicated, that's going to show up on time, that's going to learn the likeness of the business and push the business forward. And if you had more of that, you're not going to force an increase.
No.
I'm going to pay to keep the person around that's going to go above and beyond the call of duty. So let's talk about, I don't know all the employee advantages, but I'm going to talk about some of the employee responsibilities, and we can call those, we'll call those Cole just because, okay, for the sake of it. So let's talk about employee responsibilities. So let's just say that they have to be punctual, so an employee has to be on time. Knowing your role, okay, you should know what you're actually doing in the job. Fixed expectations. I mean, it's not like obviously you want your employees to function on a high level, but not everybody's going to.
No.
So your expectations are actually fixed. Being properly trained. Now, once your employer brings in the actual training for you, you should be properly trained, and then you should be doing the things that you need to do to keep up with your training.
Yeah.
Shift work, okay. Customer service, which we all know can be crazy. I'm not saying every customer service experience is the best one in the world, and there's great customers that make you love what you do. And then the time that's actually allotted to actually making it to work, okay? So those are some of the things that I know are what we would call, I guess, some of the disadvantages or the employee responsibilities. I need to hear from you guys out there, 519-300-4031. Let us know some of the disadvantages of being an employee in Ontario, and if you give us a call, we can enter you into the free 36 sessions that we're giving away. That's right, they're absolutely free. No matter how much the government takes from us, we're still going to give to the people. But just to touch on that Trump thing that we were talking about. So statistically, that blew my mind. And I know people hate Donald Trump, but see, that's why I say, from a liberal standpoint, from our government standpoint, from our government mentality, we have people in power that don't know anything about business. They don't know about running a business. They don't know about operating costs, operating expenses. You know, being up 24/7, waking up early in the morning, staying up late at night, going back in early. They don't understand what it takes to actually keep the business running. And so what did Trump do, and statistically, how much better was that?
Okay, I'm going to pull up this article right now. First of all, I'm not gonna tell you my opinion on Trump because it'll just piss people off. I like Donald Trump.
Yeah, me too.
He's a great businessman.
And I'm a young black man. You know what I mean? Just to throw that out there.
Okay, so now I don't know how many people know because it didn't really impact Canada much.
But you know what though, and I'm sorry to cut you off, but it's funny that not many people know that. But they know everything he tweets, everything he does wrong, all the racist, sexist stuff he's ever said in his whole life. And let's be honest, nobody's perfect. Everybody's done something wrong, but not to the magnitude of the notoriety that he gets from being the president. Anyway.
So they just had a tax reform law in the States that dropped corporate tax rates from 35% to 20%, a 15% drop. People were pissed because all it really did was impact the 1%.
Yeah, exactly.
It ended up being a multi-billion-dollar tax break for the 1%, so for the top. Basically, businesses making more than $825,000 a year in profit. Yeah, so people automatically thought like, oh my God, this is only for the big wigs at the top. Because, you know, people, because of the degrees of separation, people go, this is only for these type of people. Not realizing that we were all born as babies and became whoever we were going to become. But anyway. Okay, so now the Daily Wire just posted an article today. A couple things happened. First of all, the projected jobs added because of this bill was 190,000. Wait a minute. Don't just skim over that. So the projected jobs added because of this tax break that was given to the businesses, they were actually able to hire 190. That was what was projected. That was projected. Okay. However, in December they hired 250,000. So the projection was actually it was like 30% higher than the 190,000 projected. It went 70,000 in the surplus. Wow. Job cut announcements in 2017 were the lowest since 1990. So they're not firing as many people.
Okay. And people probably are way more motivated to come to work when they're getting to be with their peers. Everything's booming in production. The company has more money to produce more goods. Wow, it seems like that seems pretty smart to me.
Pretty good so far.
So yeah.
Manufacturing in the United States had its best year since 2004.
Yep.
And
Wait
100 companies.
Manufacturing had its best years since basically our economy's recession.
Yeah.
Wow, that's.
And the last 3 months have been the fastest pace for growth in manufacturing businesses in over a decade.
Wow.
Yeah. And approximately 100 companies have came out and announced publicly that they will be giving bonuses, giving wage increases, and giving more charitable donations. Basically giving more money.
Because I would give more money.
Yeah.
I'd rather give my money to charity than just back to the government.
Yeah.
And then you're going to get another tax break for that. And I don't think people actually understand that.
No. So what actually happened was Trump cut the taxes for the
I'm tagging Donald Trump in this video right now. Just no.
He can come on the show.
I know, yeah.
Trump cut the taxes for businesses and gave them more money.
And when he first did it, people were pissed.
People were pissed.
Okay.
And in turn, they hired more people.
Okay.
And they gave people higher wages.
Wow.
Now, to me,
that
sounds like a much better system than forcing businesses to give people more money when they can't afford it.
Well, I mean, who forces anybody to do anything other than the mob? Only the mafia actually, you know, what's up, John Zucker? Zakur, it is lit. And John is my buddy. He owns Windsor Vacuum, I think it is, over on Dougal. Yeah. Go get my vacuum service from him all the time because, you know, Dysons, you want to keep those things up. And he's a business owner. You know, I'd love to know what he thinks because, you know, him and his dad, they were running the business since I was a teenager. And I was always going there when I had the exclusive fashion business running. And if I had that business running right now, you know what I mean? And I wasn't going completely digital with that business, I wouldn't even be able to have extra employees. Yeah. It just is what it is. I want to hear from our local business owners what they actually think. Okay, so Nicole says, it's hard because I'm still a temp and I've been working my ass off and all these new temps are coming in and they're making the same as me now and I'm more than I was even making originally. Yeah. Well, how does that make sense?
It doesn't.
And the thing about it is there's so many things that the government put in place but they don't even understand their own policies or their own laws. They shouldn't even have did that in the first place. Guys, call us up 519-300-4031. Let us know what you actually think. Snow removal, LOL. Stupid, Dad. Come out here and throw some salt down, though.
Is it snowing right now?
Please don't let it be snowing because it is way too cold and this is just ridiculous.
We don't have windows behind us.
My mom owns a cleaning business and uses them all the time. Yeah, John's a really, really good guy. So guys, tag your friends, share this, man. We want to know. This is such a crazy topic and there's so many different points of view and so many different people see it so much differently. I just really want to help people change their mindset and then give people the idea of what they actually can do because a lot of people are actually in a position where they think that they can't do anything or they absolutely make no difference at all whatsoever when nothing could be further from the truth.
Yeah, your voice matters.
It does.
You got to vote. You got to call your MPPs. Get in touch with the right people. Give your opinion.
Well, when I said to people, call your MP, they're like, who's that? What's the number? Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, this can't be true. It is. We're very, very misinformed. Yeah. There's a lot of things that we don't know about. And I just said, even today, I'm going to take it upon myself to actually give people the information that they need. They can call us up. You want to know your local MPP's number? Let us know. We'll get you all the information that you could ever possibly ask for or need. Yeah. And get you kind of some more of the information. So one thing I want to talk about, too, is what you can do to combat an economy that isn't really working for you. Yeah. So yesterday I wrote, stop worrying about the economy and worry about your economy. So before I jump into that real quick though, I'm going to give you guys some of the responsibilities of the government. So watch this, guys. These are some of the responsibilities of the government. There are none. The government has absolutely no responsibilities when it comes to what's going to happen to a business. The only thing that's going to happen when a government puts a policy in place is that they're going to make money. The government doesn't do anything that's going to put them at a disadvantage. Listen, the government advantages are this: making money by making policies, because when they make policies, they make the policies that make them money. Praise for bad decisions that affect people negatively. No penalty for misleading people into believing that their policies will actually be beneficial. There's no penalties for corruption. I mean, every once in a while you hear something about corruption, but where's the last picture of a government official in jail? I never seen one yet.
No, but what's his name? I forget his name. Our Prime Minister. I
can't remember Justin Trudeau.
Name. Justin Trudeau just got charged. The first Prime Minister in Canadian history to get criminally indicted. It was a few months ago.
Are you serious?
That'll be another video. That'll be
and I didn't even know about it.
No, that'll be another video.
Okay, so my mind's blown. No responsibilities for wasting taxpayer money. Like, where's the response? Like, if your family member wasted your money, you'd punch them in the stomach.
Yeah.
But the government wastes all of our money all the time. Like, did you really want that rubber ducky? How many people really comment yes if you wanted that rubber ducky in the ocean or the river or the lakes or wherever it was? I didn't see it.
Yeah.
I didn't get a picture. I didn't go out to get a selfie with the big rubber ducky. Give me all the money back that went to the rubber ducky. That's my portion of it. Yeah. I'll go buy myself a little rubber ducky, put it in Photoshop, blow it up, make it seem like I was with the big rubber ducky, and it's just a waste of my money. I don't want to pay for that.
Even better, give us the comment yes if you know how much they actually paid for the rubber ducky.
Hey, John goes, I got a vacuum that can clean up the government's BS. Thanks for the plug, boys. Hey, John, if you got a vacuum that can cover the government's BS, that's probably like a $250,000 vacuum. I'll be one of your suppliers. I'll go out there. I'll hit the road and do vacuum sales for you. Yeah. But yeah, no, anytime, John. Anytime. I'll drop the link for your business. You guys go check them out over on Dougal Avenue, across from the Walmart, whose prices will soon be inflated. Because you know every price everywhere is going up.
Yep.
My fiance went to take my son to go get some A&W the other day. A chicken strip meal. Now remember, this is like 2 days before it actually, really went. It was real.
Yeah.
A chicken strip meal that was like normally like $7 was like $14.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And they were like, yeah, the prices are just going up.
People don't really, I think for a lot of people it's not really real yet. But if you think about it, I mean, if you're someone who likes to go to the movies, for example,
yep.
Over the last few months, and I never really, this didn't
click
in.
Yep.
But Cineplex raised their prices from like $9.50
yep.
to like $17, and I was
wow.
like, why?
I didn't even realize that either.
Until now, when I'm seeing all these articles and all this information.
And they got ahead of it, eh? They realized it was going to happen.
They knew it was going to happen, and they also dropped their. They used to have 4 or 5 tellers to sell your ticket.
Yeah.
Now they have one.
And a bunch of machines.
Yeah.
And people don't even really realize that at the end of the day. I mean, listen, guys, what would you do? What would you do in your business if, you were going to have to pay an extra? See, people like this, it's only $4. These guys are selfish, blah, 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 right? Okay, well, listen, $4 times 4,000 employees across Ontario, and depending on what part you're in is depending on the actual tax rate that you're paying, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, man.
Then you got to pay just to pay your employees. This is absolutely insane.
It's an extra $5,000, an extra $5,000 a year per person. So if you got 10 employees, it's $50,000.
Dude, we were looking at like a $1,400 to $2,000 increase just on employees on a biweekly basis. That's insane.
Yeah.
And that's just some transparency for you guys.
Yeah.
So listen, guys, I think that you don't need to be worried about this economy in general. What you can do to actually help yourself.
Move.
But if you're not gonna move, I am. But if you're not gonna move, what you guys need to understand is you can actually be in control of your economy by reading the proper literature that gives you the ideas that you actually need to know to keep yourself afloat. If you're not worried about the economy, what were you thinking?
No, I just saw a great comment and I want to talk about that.
Okay.
Nicole said, it's too expensive, I'd rather sit at home, have my own popcorn and watch a movie.
Yeah.
That's exactly the problem.
That's exactly the problem.
Everybody's raising their prices, now everything's too expensive, nobody's going to go out and do things.
And our economy is not stimulated.
Collapse.
Exactly. Everything goes out of business. No mom's going to, your mom's cleaning business, she ain't cleaning nothing.
No.
If everybody's like, yo man, I can't be just affording for that, I'll go home and clean myself. And I ain't got to go to the movies, so I got all the time in the world.
Now the movies doesn't have to pay your mom to clean.
Exactly. And there's no business. There's no business. That's it. So what I was saying is properly inform yourself, guys. Get the proper information. The parties that are actually in power, do some research, see the past history of the individuals that are actually running the businesses. The decisions that they made last year and the year before and the year before that are probably going to be, the decisions are probably going to get worse. Yeah. And if they've gotten away with doing things that have already negatively affected our economy, they're probably going to keep going in that same direction because they know that there's no repercussion.
Absolutely.
Our N1 utility bill doesn't make any sense. Like when you read the bill, it doesn't make any sense. The only thing that you can tell is that the prices go up dramatically each month. Doesn't matter on the usage. If you don't use as much that month, basically what just happens is they're just like, you know what? Well, you used them between this hour and this hour, so it costs an extra $25. Like, doesn't even make any sense. So listen, guys, I want to talk about a few touchy subjects. What you can do to offset a terrible economy for yourself and your family personally. And I say this all the time. You need to be wealthy, you need to be healthy, and you need to be well informed, okay?
Yep.
So first I want to talk about why don't people like multi-level marketing or MLM, right? So why don't you think people like MLM or multi-level marketing?
I think there's a lot of people who give MLM a bad name.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who shouldn't be in business for themselves, who
or don't understand business,
or don't understand business, and a lot of people who aren't capable of training people and teaching people properly. Because in MLM, just like any other business, when you come in, you have to you get trained.
Yeah,
right?
you got to know.
You get taught how to act a certain way. There's policies and procedures. And people like to be pushy. People like to overdo it. And that pisses people off.
Well, one of the common things that I hear is that it's a scam.
Yeah.
So like people will be like, I joined, bleep, and they'll be like, I didn't make any money, and they said that I was going to make money. It's a scam, right? Well, you're so used to having that employee mentality where you went to work for 4 hours and got $47, which was really $29 after taxes. So you think that because you join that you're automatically going to make money. And see, that's why people don't understand multi-level marketing, sales, business in general, is because based on the time that you put in and the amount of action that you put into that, that's really going to be what's based on what comes out of it. And yeah, you're going to get people that are get involved in your establishment and you're going to do better, but that's just like any other business. You can get an employee that's going to make your business do better, and guess what? You're going to pay that employee more. It's not that you like that person more or blah, 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 blah. It's just actually about production, and a lot of people don't want to produce. Another stigma, I think, why people don't want to be involved in multi-level marketing or MLM, which could dramatically change your individual economy, not the economy, is they look and sell like a four-letter word. As soon as you hear sale, like if it ain't in a Walmart flyer, sale is like, oh, get away from that guy. He sells. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand that. I wish that I could better understand that. But for me, like, I know without a shadow of a doubt that I buy.
Everything is a sale. Think about what you just said. Walmart puts the word sale in their flyer, and you don't blink an eye.
You don't bat one single eye. You're like,
but as soon as somebody calls you around dinner time with a product,
which is better for you and cheaper than you would get it at Walmart, you don't have to drive. They're going to deliver to your front door. It's probably healthy. It's probably biodegradable. It's probably green energy. It's better for your environment. And you're like, you're calling me while I'm eating my Taco Bell. I got this on sale. So a couple of the things that Zig talks about in this book, and one of them that's really, really big to me is trust. And I think that's one reason that people don't like multi-level marketing or MLM, because they don't trust anybody, right? So you can't trust your government. You don't feel like you can trust Billy down the street who's selling Tupperware. Even though Billy down the street has known you, your kids, went to your basketball games when you were growing up, loves your mom, knows the lasagna that your dad makes and the steak that he makes out in the backyard and the barbecue, what kind of beer he drinks, but you go buy from Walmart and not Billy. Walmart charges you $8 extra plus tax, and they won't deliver anything to you. You don't know who's getting the money, but you know that you're keeping gas in Billy's car, and you still don't support him. Trust is the one thing that customers always have rated highest in the sales world. The word is trust, which is also called dependability, because it is a direct reflection of integrity of the individual. The primary reason why people will choose not to buy from you is a lack of trust. When they make a serious promise to prospect or a casual commitment involving a promise to prospect, it takes both the truth and they take the truth and trust, and they take them both as the gospel. This is especially true if anything is difficult during the sales process. it's not done just as the sale, but also after the sale. And that's what we're talking about when it comes to multi-level marketing.
Yeah.
It's not just about getting into the company itself. It's also about being properly trained, understanding the products that you might be involved in. I know I say Scentsy a lot because I just love Scentsy. And I love the little warmers, and I love how good they smell and how long they last. But I love that product. And so, you know, I'm well informed from my Scentsy dealers. They're like, hey, we got this new bar coming out. This is what it does. This is what it's made out of. And if you're well informed and you trust the process and you trust the product, you keep coming back and buying it. I don't care if the bars go up to $10 now. I'm still buying them.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
One of my last points when it comes to multi-level marketing, and like I said, this is for you guys to understand that you can control your economy and not the economy. People themselves don't like selling.
Yeah.
Even though they were born selling.
Yeah.
As a baby.
But they're not good anymore.
Because you're better when you're a baby.
Yeah. Babies are the best sellers in the world.
They are.
If a baby's hungry, what does it do? It just cries. It doesn't shut up until it gets food.
Exactly.
Or he gives you a look.
Exactly.
That tells you need to feed him, and then you feed him.
Right off the rip, you're sold. You're closed.
Somewhere along the line, people forgot how to do that.
Exactly.
And it's the same. It's the same with everything. Babies are such a they're the base form, and they do everything properly.
They do. They don't even, because you know what? They don't worry about what anybody thinks of them. No. They're not worried about if you're looking at them this way. They don't even care.
They know what they need to do.
They need the clothes. They need the clothes. They need that sucker. Yeah. They need those pancakes. They need that Barney toy. They need whatever they need, and they're not going to stop until they close that deal. I'm about to start hiring babies and putting them on salary, because babies get the job done, and people are scared, and it's always the fear that's stopping people from being the most successful, and that's false evidence appearing real. Change can be blind, but you can choose what you see. Make it a positive sight. That's another good one. Okay, so here we go. People don't want to hear this. I'm going to say it anyway because I love saying what people don't want to hear. Most jobs are a scam, but you actually need one because you can't only have one income. Listen, guys, this is a new economy. Like, I've known this for the last 5 years. So people always mention me like, man, how do you do it? All these businesses, blah, blah, blah. It's not how do you do it. It's I have to do it. Like, if you want to live a decent life and eat decent quality food and have decent clothes, and I didn't say good, I didn't say great, I just said decent. If you want to do that, you better have multiple levels of income, because the reason that job is a scam, your income is capped. Number one, your income is capped. You make $18 an hour, you make $18 an hour.
That's it.
It is what it is. I'd rather have a job where I know if I work an extra 2 hours and really pound the pavement, I'm going to get what I made for the sale of the product and a commission off that as well.
I want a job that pays me while I'm sleeping.
Yes. Yes.
That's how you.
I don't want a job.
Rich. Yeah. I don't want to work.
So, who really wants to work?
Nobody.
I want to do what I actually love to do. I want to work out, do shows, drop the top on some type of drive where there's a beach near, where they have all kinds of delicious, holistic foods that are properly farmed, and I want that life, and I want that world. And the thing that's so crazy is we are the ones that are ultimately in control of that, but we don't participate in it. We are our own downfall. Like I said, when I was telling people, call your local MVP, they're like, what's that? Oh my God. But I don't fault them, because I didn't know that at one time. But after you inform and you don't do anything about it, that's your problem.
Information changes situations.
It really does. And the wrong information to make your situation the wrong situation, and the right information to make it right. Why is the job a scam? Your raises are predetermined. So it's not like you're just like, oh man, they're killing it this week, I'm giving them $30 extra off the rip. You know what I mean? No, it's like if you did great for the first 90 days, quarter.
Maybe
15 cents. And then people get so happy and so satisfied with the bare minimum. That's why people are like, minimum. Listen, some of the freaking comments that I was reading today were just infuriating. Like, I can't believe these greedy business owners don't want to give the people more. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Everything you're talking about is the wrong thing to be talking about. Like, listen, okay, and that's the analogy. This is the perfect time for the analogy, okay? So, this right here, and I'm going to get into business advantages after that. I mean, government advantages after this. Okay, so this is the employee, this is the business, and this is the government, okay? So the employees watch, and they're all brothers. Let's just say that they're all brothers, okay? Now, here's the employee. He's watching TV, 3 brothers all sitting around eating popcorn, whatever. Now, the government comes and punches brother employee in the back of the head. Brother looks over here, brother looks over there. Who punched me in the head? Now, brother government says, brother business punched you. I seen him. And because you've been misled to be believing in the brother government your whole entire life, you automatically get mad and go, I hate you, brother business. You're always doing this to me. When really, and brother government's sitting here back here laughing. He's the practical joker. He's always telling lies. He's putting water on your face when you're sleeping, dunking your finger in water so you pee the bed. He's done so many. He's been terrorizing you forever, but blaming your other brother, and you've been believing him the whole time. That's sad.
It's sad.
It's manipulation at its finest.
Yeah.
And it's manipulation for the wrong reasons. If they were doing this for, our overall betterment, to make our life better, it would be great. Manipulate me into living a better life. Yeah. But that's not what you're doing.
No. All it takes is getting informed and just looking a little bit.
Yes.
Looking a little bit deeper, seeing the bigger picture, and not having a closed mind.
Exactly. Government advantages. Okay, so like I said, making money by making policies. Diamonds. The policies that they make money. Diamonds. Praise for bad decisions. Diamonds. No penalty for misleading people. Diamonds. No penalties for corruption. Except for even though Trudeau but he got charged and I didn't know about it. Where's his penalty? I don't know about it. No responsibilities for wasting taxpayers' money. When they charge HST, they get paid. When they charge WSIB, they get paid. When they charge income tax for us to pay our employees, they get paid. When they charge us for systems training that they make mandatory, they get paid. So they're making policies that are making them money. It is literally the most cushy job in the world.
Don't think that anything the government does doesn't make them money. They don't do anything for us or you.
At all.
No. It's all for themselves.
I wish people understood that. Like, I'm frustrated, but I just want to see people do things differently, because everything that the government is doing, Theo goes, never trust the government. Dude, you're talking about a group of individuals who at one point in time said, liquor is terrible, it's ruining families, we're going to take this off the market, we just can't do this.
They used to poison the liquor.
And then they realized, wait a minute, we're missing out on way too much money.
Yeah.
Okay, listen, liquor's cool, you can only drink it if you're 18, don't drink this much of it. And then they found a bunch of different ways to charge you more money and penalize you if you were drinking. It's like, oh, you're drinking it now? $20 if you drank it outside. $50 if you drank it in your car. $50 if you drank too much of it in public and did some stupid stuff. You know what I mean? But you instated those laws.
Yeah. The
same government that made it illegal and locked everybody up for it is the same government that reintroduced it. The same government that allowed Coca-Cola to put cocaine into it. You know what I mean? They regulate that stuff.
Yeah.
The same government that used to give out 3 packs of cigarettes. Like, oh, you guys don't like cigarettes? Try them out. You don't even know if you don't like them. Oh, you like them now. Come back and get them from us. But the Surgeon General will tell you these were, and at first they didn't even tell you.
They prescribed cigarettes. At first, if you had a sore throat, they're telling you go buy a pack of cigarettes.
Oh my God.
Now you're addicted, and now you got to keep buying them for the rest of your life.
And that goes into the medicine thing, but we'll talk about that on Saturday. Yeah. Listen, guys. This is crazy, okay? So so this is why a job is a scam. Your income is capped. Your raises are predetermined. Yeah. Higher productivity won't even guarantee you a raise, man. No. Now, in certain establishments, man, like you're gonna have the ability to grow. You're gonna have room to grow. But when the government has its foot on the neck of the business, that is actually wanting it to pay its employees more, higher productivity can't guarantee you a raise because they only have so much money available anyway. Right. And when the government says, no matter what, we're going to make these guys give you more money, and then we're like, wait a minute, like we're not prepared for this, and you're like, oh, I can't believe these guys are greedy. It's like showing up and saying, all right, everybody run outside now, but you didn't tell us that it was going to be acid rain here, and nobody's prepared for this. Nobody's prepared for this.
No.
Preparation is one of the major keys to success. And another reason the job is a scam, a 90-day hiring period. You might not even make it through.
No.
They might keep you to the 89th day.
Fire you. Lots of companies do that.
Yeah, they do. They actually have temp companies that put policies in place that say, yeah, we'll take this person, but we're not going to keep this person, and we just wanted to let you know that we can fire him at any time. So, what are the top 3 revenue producing, or the top 3 richest people, most wealthiest people on the planet's positions? Business owners, real estate investors, and salesmen. And that's why you guys need to be involved in sales, and that's why you guys don't need to be worried about the economy. You need to be worried about your economy.
Yep.
And the funny thing about business owners and real estate investors, what are they?
They're all salesmen.
Everything is salesman.
Yep.
Everything is sales. You woke up this morning, before you went to work, you thought about getting a coffee? Sale. Thought about maybe getting a little muffin with that coffee? Sale. On your way to work, you thought about what you're going to do after work? You probably thought about stopping somewhere to go buy something before you make it home. Sale. You want to get groceries? They got papers in there before you even get into the grocery store that tell you what's on sale. Everything is a sale. And then people are like, he's just trying to sell me stuff. He should be. You should be trying to sell him stuff in return. You should be trying to exchange your service for what that person has for sale. Jesus. Equality doesn't exist. All right. Okay, so people want equality so bad. Like, people are like, what's wrong with paying everybody the exact same wage? What do you think's wrong with paying everybody the exact same wage?
I think, first of all, the wage won't be enough. Okay, everyone can be rich if everyone's putting in enough work, and everyone should be rich. Honestly, if everybody was rich, the economy would be much, much better.
It would be.
But paying everyone the same wage is never going to work out. Sometimes there's people who do more work than other people, and those people don't deserve to make as much as the people who are putting in the work. The people who are waking up at 4 a.m. and working until 9 p.m. should be getting paid a lot more than the people who are working 9 to 5.
Yeah, it's true. That hurts people's feelings, though.
Yeah, it does.
And people are like, oh my God. So what you saying? Like, I don't like waking up early. Like, okay, well then you don't like making more money. Like, why?
That's it.
Why should?
But we're taught that that's how it should be. When your kids now playing soccer and they're all getting participation trophies, nobody's winning.
Listen, I never let my son play a sport where there wasn't a clear winner or a loser, and now my son is one of the most competitive kids you'll ever meet in your life, and that's exactly how I want him to be. I want him out working kids. I want him to know that the harder you work, the more money you make, and that is what it is. And then you're gonna get this one kid whose mom taught him that just try your best, and you're still gonna get a trophy.
I was talking to somebody last night who's in the ECE program, the college. And you're not allowed to tell kids that they did a good job anymore. If they drew a picture, you have to say, "Oh, look at how you used the color blue in that picture." And that's it.
You can't say
good
job.
You can't say it was good.
And I wonder why they did that. I wonder why psychologically they're doing that.
Because psychologically, I don't understand. Because positive reinforcement is one of the best
positive
ways.
Reinforcement.
Yeah, it's one of the best ways to make somebody do something. But they want the kids to make their own decisions, and that's bullshit.
Like, good, nice. You don't even know what you can say to a kid if you take that away.
What do you say?
And you know, my son, especially, like, he's 13 now, and actually his birthday's coming up too. But like, you know, he was always motivated by me praising him and doing a good job, and that's what I want. And I was talking to my coach the other day, and you know, he's like, you know, I'm all for, you know, changing the rules for the younger kids and blah blah blah. And I just told him straight up, I'm not. I want there to be a score. I want you to learn at 3. You lost. And they won. That's why they're over celebrating. That's why you feel like crying. And that's why you're different. You know what I mean? But this is the thing about equality and divide. It doesn't mean that you can't practice hard in the offseason and come back better than they were. Win the trophy and run all the way around the field and do whatever you want to do with it because you put the work in to be that in that different position. So no 2 snowflakes are alike, but they're made from snow. And no 2 human beings are alike, but they're made up of flesh and blood. So look, man, somebody's always going to be working harder, and I believe that that individual deserves to win. And winning in our life means making more money. I hate how people don't want to talk about money. Like, people are like, oh, they're talking about money, I'm changing it, right? Well, what, you don't want to talk about money, but you want money? That doesn't make any sense. You manifest so many things in your life. Dude, like today, I got a text this morning from my real estate agent in Atlanta, right? And like, I just said to myself, like, wow, this is getting real, right? But I don't know how it all works out, but I know that if I start doing something, it starts working. And the harder things get, and the more hate starts happening, and the more BS you go through, the closer you're getting to where it is that you want to be. Yep. And all that's doing is conditioning you to, once you get there, to never fall off of that. So anyway, 519-300-4031. Call us up. Let us know what it's like to be an employee in this Ontarian kind of economy, right? Yep. So someone is always working harder. Business owners carry a heavier load than an employee. It's true.
Yeah, it is.
As harsh as it sounds, it's true.
And that's the reason that they deserve more. If you put somebody in a position monetarily or financially that they haven't earned and that they don't have the necessary skill set for, they'll blow it.
Yeah, they will.
If you give a poor person winning lottery ticket, $67 million, they'll blow it in the first 3 years.
No,
statistically.
No, statistically they will.
If you give that same $67 million to somebody who's busted their ass their entire life,
if you give me $67,000 right now, I'll make $67 million.
Yeah.
So that's the difference.
Yeah.
Like, okay, for instance, I made my son buy some shoes. Now, all the shoes I bought him, he was just ruining. I was like, you got to earn this money, and your next pair of shoes you got to buy yourself. He was like, move those away from the door, get those, you're going to get snow on them, you got salt on your boots, don't put them next to my shoes. The case in point is having him earn them versus having them given to him changed the game.
Yeah.
It changed the whole entire game. And so giving somebody an extra $4 isn't going to make them, it's not going to give you the mentality to go out and start earning more. It's just going to be like, this is what I deserve. And that's, I don't even talk about that, but that people actually believe that all of a sudden they deserve something.
Yeah.
Responsible business owners, okay, this is huge to me. Responsible business owners want to see their employees live good lives, but the responsibility is on the employee to keep that and do a good job.
Yeah.
It's not like, listen, people have this crazy misconception that like business owners are so greedy, it's the fat cat capitalist that just wants to see. No, dude. It's just that people get so comfortable in their positions in life that they don't try anymore.
Yeah.
But like I was saying the other day, it's like, how many of you guys out there right now go up to your boss and say, what can I do to make this establishment more money? What can I do to make this run better? Who out there is taking ownership responsibility? Are you finding out what your boss's schedule is? What does he need to be more efficient? Hey, even if he just needs you to grab some groceries, if you went and grabbed those groceries, I bet you'd be like, wow, this person's doing a lot more than that person, that person, and that person, and that doesn't make them equal. Yeah. That's what separates people. There's always going to be a little bit of divide.
And it's just little things. It doesn't have to be something huge. Like you said, grabbing groceries.
Feels like that's like giving someone a championship belt that they haven't fought for.
Yeah.
And it's true. Yeah. Like in life, man, as soon as you get past your child stage where you believe everything is possible, you're now fighting, dude. And if you're not fighting to win, what are you fighting for? I want to win.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are like, it doesn't matter who wins, it just matters if you try your hardest and play the game. No, it matters if you win. And I'm sorry that people have been lying to you for the last decade, or you've been believing that it doesn't matter if
I would like
win.
to actually hear from somebody who agrees with that everybody should be given a participation trophy and there's no winners.
Yeah, so, please, 519-300-4031. We promise we'll be kind to you.
Yeah.
Just, we want to know if there's anybody out there that actually believes that everybody should get a trophy just for participating, and if everybody should just get equal wage. It's funny. I can't even really say that without laughing, but I want to know if anybody actually believes that that's true. Okay, the true route to your success. Okay, so this is what, Theo, me and Theo were going over this. Second place is the first loser. You're damn right. The true route to success in my eyes is make things happen. Make things happen. Now, I know what that means. What does that mean to you, just to make things happen?
To me, that means if you don't make it happen, it won't happen. If you don't start doing something, it won't get done. Now, one of the biggest lessons that I learned was just not to be in a place of comfortability where you don't need to work. Yeah, exactly. Like, I make myself uncomfortable on purpose. Like I said, my fiance is like when my alarm goes off, she knows I'm getting up, and she's just like, oh, did you sleep? Like, you know what I mean? But I'm like, I'm getting up because it's uncomfortable, it's annoying, but I know it's gonna make something better happen, so I'm doing it.
Being consistent. I'll take that one. Being consistent just means doing whatever you have to do every single day, no matter how you feel about it. Because this is the problem, right? When people feel good, they'll do anything. They're doing jumping jacks, running up and down the stairs, battle ropes. What do you want to do now? Cartwheels, whatever. Push-ups in my handstands, whatever. When you feel good, you do anything. But when you don't, you don't. When it's good, you love it. When it's not, you don't. You can't do that. You got to be consistent. If you are in the worst mood in the world, now you got to really smile. Now you really got to make that extra call. Now you got to put that extra Facebook post out. Now you got to send that extra email. What does it mean to you to be fearless?
To be fearless is to get the important stuff done, even when you don't want to, and even when you're scared. Because growth comes from a place of fear and a place from uncomfortability. And get the hard stuff done first, man. If you got a list of things you got to do, and you can tell the difference between the harder stuff and the easier stuff.
Which you mostly can.
Yeah, do that harder stuff first. Make that call that you really don't want to do.
Because there's
talk
people
to
that
person that you don't want to talk to. Get it out of the way, and that'll keep you super motivated as well.
A lot of the times when I made those calls when I didn't want to make, I realized they weren't even that hard in the first place.
And one of two things is going to happen.
Exactly.
They're either going to say yes and do what you ask them to do, or say no and
you can go to the next person.
For
me, the next one was finish the fight. So for me, that basically jumps off of the being fearless. So it's like, all right, I already did this. I'm already uncomfortable. I'm already in the middle of the fight. Whether I win or lose, the lesson's already to be learned. So I'm going to finish the fight. You just finish the fight, guys. Like, if you started a business from home or whatever the case may be, and you're already signed up, you already paid your entry fee, you already got your catalogs, you already got your products, but then you start feeling that fear or that voice that just automatically plays in our head like, they're going to laugh at you, nobody's going to buy this, you're going to be embarrassed. That's when I turn it on. That's when I'm like, time to finish the fight. I start writing down numbers, list of people that I know can benefit from this product, who else can, who can I help, and I finish the fight. What does it mean to you to be a boss?
Take this one, because I love what you said yesterday. So take this one.
Well, to be a boss?
Yeah.
So like being a boss to me just means like at the end of the day, it's like you have to do this. Like you have to get this done. So so there's a difference between a boss and an employee. Okay, so a boss is going to get up early. He's going to stay late. When the stress hits, there's no running away from it. You got to get this done. Work that has to get done regardless. As a boss, if you walk away from it and come back and the work's on the table, it's still on the table. I don't even remember what I said yesterday. So what did I say yesterday?
That was pretty accurate.
Because that's how I feel about it.
And for me, it's about owning up to that extra responsibility and knowing that you have to carry more weight on your shoulders.
You have to. You have to.
And don't be a bitch.
Don't be a bitch.
Don't complain about it. Don't cry about it. Or if you do, get it over with and then get it done.
Exactly. Pick up the extra brick, throw it in your bag, throw it over your shoulder, and run up the hill. Because regardless, all that's going to do is make the next load lighter. Use your money. So a lot of you guys, you're working a job that you hate, then you go buy Taco Bell, and that ain't doing nothing for you. It's actually making you feel worse. The hormones in the food and everything else, that's a totally different topic, but it's not doing anything for you. So the money that you're actually making, figure out what it is that you actually love, how to monetize that, and use the money to get yourself out of the space that you're in, that you hate, and into the space that you love. And I'm just going to add this. Don't expect it to be easy. Like, man, I'm getting this equality. It's equality now, so it's going to be easier. It's not going to be easier, man. There's always going to be a trade-off. So now the prices are going up. You're not even making any more money.
No, and you got to spend money to make money.
Period.
If you're not putting it out, you're not bringing it in.
Period. Okay, do new things. I'll just take that one. What does it mean for you to do new things?
Try new things that get you out of your comfort zone and help you grow. So whether it's a new hobby, a new skill you want to take up, first of all, that stuff will keep you super, super motivated because now you got something that you're maybe not good at that you want to improve on. And this takes us back to everything being equal and this participation trophy. But pushing yourself and staying driven to actually get good at new things.
And I'm just going to be honest with you. If my son came home with a participation trophy, I'd throw it in the garbage. I'm just being honest. I'd be like, "What did you win?" He'd be like, "No, everybody got one." I'd be like, "Throw it in the garbage. It means nothing." You know what I mean? And I just don't want him to think that it means something. I don't want a wall full of participation trophies. I want one winning championship trophy. It means way more to me. Guys that are in the NFL, NBA, NHL, whatever the case is, they'll tell you they're there to win.
And they all lost.
And they all lost.
Mm-hmm.
And they learned how to be winners from losing.
Yep.
You have to create a plan. So if you have it, either have or create a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, man, you're at a job you hate. Is that the end of it? So you're at a job you hate. And Captain Morgan, Steve Morgan, one of the guys in one of the businesses I'm involved in, I love this guy. His energy is just absolutely amazing, right? And he had a meme up earlier that was a guy sitting at a desk, and it goes, when you come back from vacation, all revitalized to fully hate your job again, right? And his caption was, I love taking people out of this situation.
Wow.
And so we offer opportunities all the time where people can get themselves out of that situation by putting a little bit of extra effort in, and then they get scared. Because POUR, the acronym that Cash put up the other day was POUR. What was it? It was like repeatedly, but it was always overlooking, constantly. I'm actually going to look that one up, and I'll let you go on to serving others. What does it mean to you to serving others?
Serving others is our purpose.
Yeah.
I think you get a really great sense of fulfillment.
Yep.
And brings us back to leaving a mark.
Yep.
And leaving a legacy, right? If you serve others and you live to help people, then you'll truly be successful. Whether it's financially, spiritually, or mentally and emotionally. Like whether you're a missionary going away and volunteering and helping people in developing countries, or you're a trainer who's helping people make more money. You'll be more successful as you help other people become more successful.
And I literally just said this morning. I was like, just because you're a servant doesn't mean you're a slave. And what I mean is that a slave, there's no will over what he's doing. He doesn't have any option but to do what his master tells him. As a servant, I serve my people, and I do that completely willingly and by choice. So I know that I get a sense of fulfillment out of actually helping people. It doesn't hurt to help, and it doesn't hurt to serve. So get yourself out of the mindset that...
Is what you're looking for? Passing over opportunities.
Passing over opportunities repeatedly. That's what POUR is. People always pass over opportunities repeatedly. You can ask somebody all the time, like, hey man, got this new opportunity, got this new gig coming up, just want to see if there's something that you can do, maybe you can help your family out with this, blah, 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 blah. They're like, nah man, it seems a little bit hard. And AJ Gauthier the other day told me the straight up truth. He's like, dude, I always used to pass up opportunities. I was just always scared of failing right in the beginning. He was like, as soon as the opportunity presented itself, I was like, man, I'm going to fail at this. People do it all the time.
Everyone does it, whether you take the opportunity or not. The first thing that you think of when you hear of a new opportunity is what's going to go wrong and how it can go wrong. The difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is jumping in even after having all those thoughts.
You know how many people I've actually presented an opportunity to that tried and quit in the first week because it wasn't easy? What the hell is easy? Is it easy to go to a job that you actually hate every day and just sit there mindlessly while life is passing you by? That's easy? That's complacent. Don't compare yourself to others. I'll tell you mine, then you tell me yours. Listen, like every day I'm going up in percentage of my lack of caring. I care about people. I don't care about anybody, what they think about me. I know what I'm doing. I don't care what he's doing. I don't care what she's doing. I know what I'm doing. I'm focused on my goals, and I know what I gotta hit specifically. So comparison is a thief of joy. I'm not gonna compare myself to others.
That's the only thing that matters is what you're doing. In the end of the day, nobody else, whether your friends or your family. At the end of the day, they're not taking care of your bills.
They're not even gonna support you. You're gonna find out, and I'm just gonna tell you guys a little tip out there. You're gonna find out that the people that you thought that were supposed to support you, they're not going to.
No.
They're gonna start hating actually. Don't cheat. What that means to me is, guys, if you try to take a shortcut or any of that other stuff that you think is going to happen, it ain't. Whatever you got to go through, you got to go through. You can't leave nothing on the table, man. Whatever you got to go through, you got to go through. There is no shortcuts. It might seem like a shortcut now, but it ain't going to be. And just like my fiance said, remember she was like, it's just like when you get a cheat code for a game. It ain't even fun anymore.
No, and you grow through what you go through. So if you're not going through those opportunities and those hardships, then you won't be deserving of what you receive at the end.
Or you'll receive it and lose it. because you never really understood what it was to earn it in the first place. Yeah, so those are some of the things, guys. You guys got to get in control. This is your economy, not the economy. You can definitely live a very, very better than comfortable life. You can make as much money as you feel like you need to make to take as many vacations as you want to take. It's cold as hell in Windsor right now. So you definitely want to get the hell out of here, but don't go to Florida, because I heard it's like 42 degrees there, so that's not even where you want to be either. But the thing about it is, you can make enough money to live whatever life that you want to live possible. It's all up to you. Start taking responsibilities. Guys, get stuff like this, man. This Zig Ziglar on selling is amazing. I got the Grant Cardone 10X planner. I plan everything, dude. I write just the most unbelievable stuff in my planner as if it already exists. I'm like, I got a box of diamonds and pearls. I'll write that down in my planner.
If you guys need a planner, if you guys need some more information on how to sell, some business tips, whatever it is, give us a phone call. Give us a subscribe on the YouTube channel. We'll have lots of videos going on.
We got our social handles down there too?
Give us a follow on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, whatever you guys need.
We'll be here, man. Yeah, we serve, man. That's what we do, man. Like, I mean, we're here for the community every day. You know, people like, you know, it's misconception, dude. Like, I'm never going to stop doing this. And then when you see me in Atlanta, or you see me in Toronto, or you see me in Florida, or you see me wherever I end up at, and people there are taking to me, and I'm changing lives, be like, damn, he used to be right there. And I could have did that. And I'll come back. Just cause. I'll be like, hey, even if you got in late, you still got in.
So guys, come check out Flex Fitness this month. We got $9.99 gym membership.
Oh yeah.
For the month.
We got so caught up in that, we almost forgot to tell them what we got. What do we got, Chris?
No enrollment fees, no key tag fees, $10 straight up. You get a membership for the month. Give us a call, 519-979-6622. You can get set up with a free fitness consultation.
Shout out to the guys at Dark Rose Digital too. We're working on a website update right now. So we're going to make that website a little bit more website friendly. Going to be able to go out, go on there, book your consultations, get to know the featured trainers. Everything's going to go up really, really nice. So that website's going to be nice and functional for you guys. That's flexlife.com, FL3XLIFE.com. We just got so much going on. We're never going to stop. Doesn't matter. Thank you, Tov. Appreciate that. Doesn't matter. We don't care what people think. You know, we don't do this for the people that are going to be judging us in a negative light. Because guess what? No matter what you do or where you do it at, somebody's going to be judging you. We do this for the people that need it, like we needed it when we did need it. And you know, there's definitely information here that can change your situations, and that's really what we're here to give, man. Contact your local MPP. If you don't understand what's going on in government, you don't understand politics, guess what? Not everybody did. Right? Give yourself the proper information to get to where you want to be. So,
and join us tomorrow. We're going to be talking about some more great topics.
What are we talking about tomorrow? Just throw it out there.
Tomorrow we're talking about the OHIP Plus bill, which is giving free prescription drugs to anybody under 25 years old. That's been a pretty heated topic.
That's been a really heated topic. I mean, there's good and bad things about it. You know, but people don't really understand that doctors do get bonuses for prescribing medications. I had a guy yesterday who was like, no, they don't. It's only in America. I'm like, dude, I got doctors that are friends. Like, they told me straight up, like, listen, we get test drugs that, you know, we're allowed to give out.
But the difference, and I think the reason people might think they don't do that in Canada, is because in America, it's published.
Oh, yeah.
So when
they have commercials. They're like...
Well, no, but when a doctor gets paid from a company, in America... They make it public. They tell you. In Canada, it's not public.
Okay, so the information law is different in America than it is. So you actually have access to the information of the doctors that are actually participating in the trial.
In Canada, you don't. Now, they have said, they have given us the numbers of how much they're paying doctors. But that's it.
So you don't know what doctors are participating in it, blah, 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 blah. So it's easy for everybody to lie and just get around that. Either way it goes, the reality of it is, it's like, yo, you need to know what's really going on. And, you know, substance abuse, it was an issue in my family directly, and it was directly due to misprescribed medications. You know, doctors, you know, sometimes they don't know that, you know, they're hurting, but there's a lot of methods that they could actually be taking that are better. And like Hannah said yesterday, one of my friends, Hannah, she said, you know, my daughter needs EpiPens and she needs asthma inhalers, and that's really, really expensive for her. So this is going to be great for me. And yes, I have asthma. That's great. So can you get your daughter to get a couple of those and send them my way? But yeah, guys, another very controversial conversation that we'll have, and we're going to dive a little bit more into the Trump administration. I know he's in America, but he seems to be an asshole that's making great decisions.
Yeah.
So even if he's a terrible whatever you want to say because of the way they try to destroy him socially, the decisions that he's making for business in America seem to be the good decisions.
Yeah.
So, and I think that in just North Korea, we just read an article where they were doing missile testing and hurt themselves. So, hey, whatever.
So guys, we're halfway to that subscriber giveaway on YouTube. So give us a subscribe.
Yep.
You'll be entered into a draw to win a very special prize when we get to 200 subscribers. And make sure you guys check us out tomorrow at 3 p.m. instead of 12.
Yes, 3 p.m. tomorrow.
And don't get lost in the sauce.
Because the whole entire world is. That's cool. As soon as you hit the button, like on my